Wednesday, May the 9th. Okay, on the NQ, we're looking for that 68.33 target. This market has come back up into that resistance area of 44.75, retested, and is dropping. So it's about it's a $200 target, a little bit more than. Doesn't mean the market will stop at 68.33. It just means that's a target en route to get to the 68.28 and 1/4. We'll see if it can go. Yes, you're targeting the olive box up here. And I see we don't have a cursor. Let me grab a pen. So this is the NQ resistance here. Target 68.33 here. Not a very good arrow. Olive box is 26.77.50. Looking for a nice little rollover here on the ES. This is resistance here on YM. Obviously resistance here on RTY. So RTY will look for a target. You're targeting right off the get-go here, this area in here. That's a support off of resistance. So MACD is crossed to the downside here. Color change, drop your plumb down. You have to be out of any long positions. Well, chances are you're just starting to trade. It's not quite 8:30 yet. So NQ almost to target. We'll look for a little pullback on NQ into the 36.50 here, and then complete target to 68.33. It's not quite, hasn't quite happened that way yet. There's a pullback into 33.50, or I'm sorry, 36.50. Time of day here at 8:49, almost 8:50 a.m. Eastern time. Looking for this RTY to move to the downside here and come into this support. And still looking for that extra tick here on the NQ. Looking for the olive box on ES. Pretty much sideways here. We'll look for continuation this direction. So where did it come from? When it walks sideways, the higher probability is continue in the same direction. And pretty much the same happening on the YM. Aiming for this here brown area here on the YM. We'll fix the chart in just a second. 9 o'clock here, 9:01, and still not a lot of volume here to drive this market to target any of these markets. RTY, we're looking for RTY to continue to push to the downside into this here support area and beyond if it can. Okay, NQ getting to the first target, 68.33. ES also got 26.77.5. YM a little bit closer here to target, 72. So we're about 13 ticks away, $65 there. And RTY still grinding away to the downside. And it's now 6 minutes after 9 o'clock. Ideally on the NQ, we'd like to see 68.29. Before we get a pullback to get back down into here. look for 29, and then another retest of probably 33, and maybe the 36 again. RTY getting a little bit closer. YM narrowed the gap by 1 tick, but it's still on the move to the downside here. It's all red candles. The ES getting down into that olive box. You can see the 6-point target to the other side. Once the olive box, if it can get tested as resistance here, your target becomes your 26.71.5. Now, we don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves, but that's what we look at for the ES. So the influx of volume at 9:30 helped be the catalyst to get the YM to its target, 24,372. It came down a little bit beyond, and we'll look for a pushback. This is your EMA here. Wanted to see the 29 or the 28.25, 68, 29 and 68, 28.25 before we saw this year larger pullback up in here. So we got that. The RTY coming down into the support area that we were looking for. And we'll see if there's a little bit more. The pullback is up into your EMA, so we could get another little push on the RTY to the downside. And here's that push we were talking about on the NQ to the upside to retest your 4150 area. And this is a pullback for a short. So what we're looking at here would be a lower high, and the chart will move over there a little bit to show that. Here we go. So we have the 40.5 area of the retest, and it came to 1 tick beyond that. So we'll look for another push to the downside. We have targets quite a bit further to the downside on NQ. So we get back down into 33 area, and we'll probably get a little bit of a support there. It was a support target earlier, and we'll see if the market can break down through there. Okay, and I'll clean this here up, and we'll bid you farewell till next time. There's that support coming in that we were talking about off of the 33 on NQ. Till next time, trade well, my friends.